What's good, y'all? It's your boy Rami Hendrix, back at it again with another video. And today, I want to center this whole video around one message. Now, one of my favorite artists at the moment, and pretty much all time, is Bob Marley, right? One of my favorite songs from Bob Marley is No Woman, No Cry. I remember when we used to sit. One of my favorite songs is No Woman, No Cry. And one of my favorite lines from that song is everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. And the reason why I like the song so much is because of that message. Because every time I hear Bob Marley tell me that everything is gonna be alright, I start to think that everything's gonna be alright. And it helped me realize sometimes people just need somebody else to say, or somebody else to tell them that everything's gonna be okay. So here's me telling you that everything is going to be alright. Everything is going to be okay. Here's something that you need to understand. Think of your mental stability as a container. Alright, it is a container. And your container has a limited amount of space. The two things in that container is optimism and pessimism. Negative energy and positive energy. Thinking about the good things, thinking about the bad things. Those are only things in that container. When one side of the container trumps the other side, that's going to be the most prominent when it comes to your outlook on life and how you treat things, how you treat others, and how you just act on a day-to-day basis. And me coming from my own experiences, there has been many times where even a smidget, maybe 51%, if 51% of it was the negative energy, that is enough for me to be so out of order that the negative energy just grows. And that is because instead of trying to make that negative energy smaller, I only fed it with my habits. I only fed it with finding coping mechanisms, with dwelling in my room, with not being productive, losing discipline, things like that, things of that nature. It didn't cause me to be a better person, and it got to the point where my mental health became off track. But the fact that I can sit here and say that mentally I am better was probably something that a couple months ago I'd probably think I wouldn't say something like that. But what got me out of this rut was that I had to understand that in order to be in the position that you want to be in, you have to tell yourself that you're able to be in that position. You have to be honest with yourself. Honestly tell yourself that it is possible for me to achieve happiness. It is true that everybody has their off days. It is true that everybody will go through something. That is inevitable. But the way that you can determine if that container of mental stability will be on the positive, prominent side or the negative, prominent side is how you respond to the adversity in your life. One thing that Aaron Yeager always says is to keep moving forward. I've used it in many of my vids as much as because I love Attack on Titan so much. Alright? Shout out Levi. Fuck Gabby. When it comes to having a positive outlook on life, when it comes to your life being positive in general, when it comes to living a good life, You have to tell yourself that it is possible. People need to learn how to have faith in their own selves. You have to realize you only have one life to live. And I know people are going to say that, oh, it's so hard to get up and do it. Oh, I'm dealing with so much, I can't even do what I want to do. So, what, you're just gonna dwell in your pain? You rather do nothing than try to do something? Think about that. Everything is gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Instead of focusing on the bad things about life, always tell yourself that something positive can come out of that. Instead of focusing on the storm getting you wet, focus on the sun that's behind those clouds. Instead of focusing on how dark the tunnel is, how about you focus on that little smidget of light in the end of that tunnel? Instead of focusing on how tough your situation is, how about you focus on what you can do in order to get out of that situation and live better? Instead of dwelling in your pain, instead of staying in that rut that you're currently in right now, how about you focus on the things that you can do in order to get out of that rut, get off your ass, and actually do something with your life? Instead of focusing on the people around you and how they're living the positive life, when they're not even showing you how their real life actually is, how about you focus on bettering yourself and trying to be better than these other people? Until you change that pessimistic mindset that you have. Until you tell yourself it is definitely possible to achieve what I want to achieve, to be as happy as I want to be the happiest I can be. As soon as you tell yourself that is possible, that is when everything will be alright. I appreciate you watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, man. Hit that bell. You feel me? If you have anything to say, please comment below. I'm reading all comments. Follow my Instagram at Rami Hendrix. If you have any questions, if you want any advice, email me at business.careforrami.com. And again, I appreciate you for watching this video. Alright? Kings and queens. Rami Hendrix out. Peace.